What's going on, guys? The Chocobo here, and we are back with some more ARK here on Scorched Earth. And as promised, we are going to kind of pick up where we left off. I did manage to do a little bit of the collection whilst we were waiting, and we do have some wood and junk like that. So we did do a little bit of it off camera just to make sure that we can kind of move things along a little bit more expediently, as it were. So let me go ahead. We're going to make a good number of these foundations real quick, because these foundations, of course, being the very, very basic groundwork that we need in order to actually make the structure. Now, I'm kind of on the fence about this whole thing. On one hand, I feel like it should be a closed structure. On the other hand, though, I'm not too sure how I feel about it. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up siding with the idea that this is more of a closed structure because of the power cable. So for those of you who are like, I hope it's an open structure, I don't think this part will be, unfortunately for you guys. But, however, little butthead thing, I'll wreck you, I'll show you who's boss. Hiya! I said, hiya! Hiya! Alright, there we go. And then, whoop. Alright, nice. Alright, so that should do it for just the foundation part, right? That's just purely foundation stuff. We could make it like, so it's mirrored and junk like that. I guess that could be a thing. Actually, I suppose that's exactly what we should be doing. It should be so like that's all connected, eh? So I guess I do have to do that. Shoot. Didn't really want to. That's alright. We'll do it. We'll do it just so we can actually have it all done proper and fancy. Alright, so I need to make some of these ramps. Now, are these adobe ramps here? They are adobe ramps. Shoot. Alright. And I guess are adobe ramps more expensive than the walls? I don't actually know the answer to this question. Ceiling, all this bull shrimp. Do I not have the ramp? Oh, there we go. Why can't I see it? Oh, it's literally right there. I'm just blind as a bat. So that's 60 and 30, and then a wall is much cheaper. Alright, so the question is, do I make this open to the other side or not? Well, I guess the first question I should ask myself is whether or not things get damaged in the environment if it's not closed off. I don't think that would be the case, though. So let's proceed on the assumption that we're going to mirror it, right? So I do need some walls. I still am going to need some walls here. I'm going to need 3 walls. We will mirror that part at the very least because that's just going to be connecting that whole bridge thing. So I think there's no problem in doing that. Let's go ahead and reach in and get some more of that clay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to definitely be needing to do a little bit more of that grind. Alright, let's get this one extra thing of ceiling put down. We're obviously going to need more ceiling than that, but just for the time being, that should do the trick. And then 2 of those bad boys. Very good. Alright, so we just need to get 2 more of them. We have the clay, we just need the wood, which we can arrange for. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the dragon to give us a little bit of that. Come here. Very good. And then we should be well on our way. Let me just go ahead, hop, skip, and jump onto there. Boom, boom. There's 2 walls, just as I had hoped. And I think I'm on the right thing. Yep, okay, cool. Alright, so there we are. Now the bridge part is complete. So let's take a look at how that all is looking. From a distance, does this look pretty cool? Oh, that is coming together so well! This is actually coming together, like, looking pretty hype. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't, it was kind of like, it's gonna look cool, but I didn't think it would look that good. That looks darn good. Jeez, okay. I'm pretty, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm pretty happy with the way it's turning out so far. Alright, so let's go ahead. We'll line all that up as well. There we go. Alright, so now I'll even have a better idea of how that's gonna look. Yep. All good, all dandy. And I think I am going to have to move where this stairway is. That does really bother me that's because that's there, I can't actually just, like... I can't be indoors unless I'm in a very specific spot, and that kind of bothers me. I think we might end up moving where that stairway is, although it kind of looks cool the way it is. I don't know. Maybe I'll grow on it a little bit. We'll have to see. I guess this is one of those things I'm going to have to just kind of wait and see on. But I think for this one, I definitely want to do it a little bit differently. I may not even do it at all, honestly. I might just make it so it's just like a ladder, just because of the fact that this is going to be our higher tech area. And actually, speaking of higher tech area, let's go ahead and put it down right now. Let's not wait anymore. Let's just put it down and let's just kind of have it out of the way. Fabricator. It's been a while, friend. But welcome back to ARK. Alright, let me go ahead. We'll put this right up against the wall there. There we go. Awesome. Awesome, jawsome. And it's not like clipping or doing anything weird, right? Yeah, beautiful. Wait, is it doing anything weird? No, it's not. Alright, cool. Very, very nice. Now, this is going to need some gasoline to be activated, which is, of course, oil and hide. That's totally fine. We can make the industrial grill, which, honestly, I don't really need. And there's a power generator and stuff like that. Now, what's this going to require? 25 electronics. Electronics aren't actually too bad because we have, like, a stupidly large amount of pearls available to us easily. So that's not actually the world's worst thing. It's the metal, though. The metal is just what's absolutely ridiculous. So we're gonna have to sort something out for that. But regardless, there is the fabricator. We do still have a little bit more to go in terms of we obviously have quite a long ways before. Oh, are you kidding? Since when does a sickle do that much damage to buildings? Hello, game? Is there something you didn't tell me about sickles being like the world's best damaging thing? What the heck? Okay. That is bizarre. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see that coming. That kind of blindsided me a little bit. Alright, so this will be kind of the crafting room for just the fabricator, I think. I don't think I'm gonna put almost anything else in here. And then this is gonna be the side with like the electronics and stuff because in the fabricator room, eventually I'm going to have to put the chemistry table. I'm going to have to put in... Is that it, actually? I think that might be it. Hold on, let me think here. Let me look through. So I think that's the only crafting thing that we have left. Is a chemistry bench. I know we still have, like, the super, like, LOL. We have the grinder, which I don't really consider to be part of that. And we also have the... not the grill, which also is another thing, but I don't consider that to be an indoors thing. The thing for metal, whatever the thing for metal is called. I forgot what it's called now. I just can't remember for the life of me. But we also need that, I suppose. I can't remember what it's called. Okay, whatever. But point being, there is a thing for whenever you can just smelt down metal way better than refining forge, but I don't consider that to be part of this. I think the only thing we have to put in here is the chemistry bench. So I think that will be fine. And you know what? We're going to do this a little bit differently because, again, symmetry isn't necessarily the biggest deal. This is going to be a lot more closed off because I think I would actually rather have... Yeah, I'm making an executive decision. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead, probably put the electric thing kind of over on this side and then feed it along the ceiling and something like that. And then we're going to feed the electric on the top. And it's going to create like this weird spider web thing because electricity in ARK doesn't look very good. But what we will get out of the whole situation is we'll have a centralized location for all of our electric stuff. It is going to be very, very noisy. I am under no illusion that this is going to be like some very peaceful sounding thing. It is going to get very, very noisy very, very quickly. But it should be functionally a very good place. And unless we end up playing on this for like all eternity, we should be, you know, we should be in a relatively good place with everything said and done. So, let me go ahead and take that. Let's put some walls up. Alright, and then... And I'm not even going to make it so there's an entryway. Yeah, I'm not even going to make it so there's an entryway on the back. You just have to go from... Actually, we can put a doorway in. We can spare a doorway. I don't know why I'm being weird. We can spare a doorway. There's nothing wrong with a doorway. So just make 2 more of those. And then I suppose the doorway should be right there if I'm going to be doing what I think I'm going to be doing. So let's go ahead and put that all down. And I'm going to need to get way more clay. But we're on the home stretch, though. We are definitely on the home stretch. So that is, of course, a giant plus side to this all. And actually, since we're kind of doing grindish stuff, I think it would be smart for us to get our Ankylo friend. If I remember where we left our Ankylo friend. I know we have Dodicarus over here. Where did we leave Ankylo friend? Ah, there he is. Alright, Ankylo friend. You have some cactus sap on you. Interesting. I did not remember that you had cactus sap on you, to be completely honest. Alright. But I'm going to go ahead. We're going to leave the cactus sap behind. I suppose we might as well just make some more clay out of it, honestly. Is what we should be doing. Alright, yeah, we should be doing that. Alright, so let me go ahead and throw this into there. Take some sand out. I am encumbered. That's completely fine. 2, 3, 4... Let's go ahead and drop that into there. All in good shape. Alrighty, and let's go get ourselves some more Sanderinos. 300. We could probably carry 400. Yeah, 400 is good. Alright, so let's go ahead and carry this over. We'll get this all kind of creating clay and all that good stuff. And then once we get the clay running, we're going to go ahead and just bounce back with looking for some metal. Because we do want to craft... that one thingamajig. We do want to craft the, I can't remember what it's called, the turbine, the wind turbine. So, we do want to do that. Alright, there we go. I'll craft the even bit there. That is fine with me. Alrighty, so in Kylo, let's go adventuring for some metal for the time being. Because we could use some extra mores. And... should be alright. Now, because metal isn't, like, centralized, these little pockets are super important. Thankfully, though, they seem to be giving a generous amount. Yeah, that's actually quite a generous amount. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, I'm just going to take all of that metal. Just kidding, I can't even take all the metal. Alright, let's go ahead, drop all that out. Alright, can I... how much can I lock back onto you? I can't move. I can't move. I can't do it. Alright, how over am I on the weight? I am excessively over. Okay, alright, here's what I'm going to have to do. I am going to have to jettison some of these metal. Can I jettison this much and move? Oh, wow, I can move, but my character is not happy about it. Alright. We should be able to make it back in time for that. Waddle, 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 waddle. Come on. Must make it to base and drop off metals. Light fire. Alright, and then run back. Quickly grab the metal that's on the ground. Alright, very good. And let's go ahead. Throw that into there. Very nice. Okay, so that should be the metal that we need for a wind turbine, including the electronics part of it. So that we should be okay. We should be in pretty darn good shape. I can't imagine why not. Also, I don't think the environmental noise is too loud. A couple people in my stream chat are saying that maybe this environmental sound is too loud. I don't think so. And environmental noise, honestly, I kind of am a little bit leery about turning them down at all, because I feel like that's potentially dangerous. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how that goes. But let me go ahead, waddle back over, and there we go. Very, very nice. 200 of the good old-fashioned metal in there. All right, cool. Whew. And this just leaves us with a little bit of these odds and ends and whatever nots. We also, I believe the Merlotop still is rocking some good cactus sap on. Nope, it is not. Just kiddings. All right, that is okay. How are we doing on the clay game here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 400 is a pretty good start, I'd say. So let's go ahead. Let's cross over. And let's just hop on over here. And let's make ourselves some walls. I can't make walls because I need wood. All right, let's go get some wood. Wood. I need some wood, baby. All right, and I need some more wood. If I can get some more wood, thorny dragon, that'd be grand. All right, and then I'm gonna go all the way back over here and go and get these done. All right, and oh, I'm dumb. You know what we can do? We can wall this off and just make a doorway. Nah, that would, I don't actually. You know what? I take that back. I don't think that's gonna look very good if I do that. I'm not gonna put a doorway there. That's gonna look silly. The whole point was to make this an open plan. All right. Let's just go ahead and make a lot of walls here, because I'm going to need a lot of walls in order to get this done. Alrighty, feed this across. And just like that, we have the beginnings, the ever so humble beginnings of all this. Actually, the generator is really, really freaking loud. Maybe I should... No, it doesn't matter. Everything's loud. Let's be honest. Everything in the technology age of ARK is super duper loud. There's no real avoiding the loudness. It's just kind of... It will be loud. You don't really have a way around it. Alright, so... Got some wood. Need a little more clay. Let's get a little more clay out here. Let's see. Alright, we got ourselves... Actually, we have a decent number of walls ready to go. Alright, so wall me up. Alright. And then I'm going to need a door frame. Adobe door frame. And I actually like a wooden door, I think. Let's go with a metal door. Or not. Actually, that might look really cool to have a metal door on the technology side of things. Perhaps that will be something I think of doing. Now that I've said it, I'm like, yeah, actually, that could look pretty dope. But for now, we're going to use a wood door because I'm a savage. I think a wood door looks fine. Like weird cabin into the... Admittedly, it does kind of seem a little bit strange, but that's alright. Alright, so the walls are all up. The walls that need to be up are indeed up at this point. So that is all looking fine and dandy. The only thing that is actually left on the docket for this is I need to put ceilings on top. I do need to eventually make a ladder thing, but I'm just not going to worry about it right this particular moment. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an elevator outside maybe. And I'm just not going to worry about it at this particular point in time. So maybe we'll see. We'll see if I have the desire to really go ham taro on this project as much as I would think about doing it. So I need some ramps. I need them new. Alright, that is not what I want. I want to see ramps. I'm going to need a lot of clay and a lot of wood. Thatch is not a problem. Fiber is not even an issue. So we'll go ahead and do that. Thorny Dragon, we must go on another escapade. You and I, together. We must go get some more wood. There's some more silk little things there. And that Doedicurus is just wobbling away. Very, very good. And... let's go over there. Let's go harvest some of the trees on that far side there. Not really needed for us to go and harvest the ones that are near us all the time. Let's go adventuring out, get some other things of wood. Because that is a little bit excessive to mine all that. Well, not mine, but harvest that wood all the time. Poor things are probably thinking they're getting bullied by me. Like, why does this big bully come back and always harvest us? We just want to be trees. Meanwhile, somewhere Anna's dying. Let's go get that tree up there. That tree looks like a good candidate. Boop 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 ba doo ba doo 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 ba doo ba doo ba doo. Chomp, chomp. And then we have a good thing. And whew, my oh my. This is something else. Are we in the middle of a heat wave? Is that why, like, the ground is really wavy right now. That makes me think we're in the middle of a heat wave, but I don't think we are we? Then again, it's the desert, Choco, so who knows? It could be a heat wave. You would just not know the difference. Alright. Yeah, let's just go ahead and grab these. I think that's a decent chunk of wood. I don't know if I'll need more wood than this, but if I do, shouldn't be too hard to get. So let me go ahead and run back home with this bad boy. If memory serves... Oh no. What's going on? Is the rock confusing you, buddy? Nope. I think you're just being dumb. Alright. Go, 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 go. Yep, there he goes. Alright. So we just need to get all the way home. Once we get home... then we should be in good shape for wood. I am going to need some more clay, so some cactus sap will have to be put into the works there. Yeah, I'm going to need to get some cactus sap. I'm going to need some sand, so the Doedicurus and I are going to have a little chit-chat about that kind of stuff, but should be all in all A-okay. If I did it right. If I played my cards right, we should be fine. Let the Thorny Dragon go. These things are actually relatively quick, all things said and done. Kind of whine about them, but really, they're totally fine. Alright. Could use some more cactus sap, probably. Well, actually, let's just do some quick calculations here. If I need to make the ramps, and each ramp, how much does this cost me? 60 clay per. I'm going to do 2 ramps. 120. I do need to put up one... Yeah, I do want to put up one more thing of wall, though. Actually, I guess I could do 3. 3 wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Nah, let's do one more. I want to do one more thing of wall. All right, so yeah, we'll need a new set, I think. 200. Maybe that'll be enough. And then we'll just take the wall that I put into here. So that will take care of the wall. We don't actually need all that much clay then. Oh wait, no, but the ceiling. Never mind. I completely forgot about the ceiling. I'm like, yeah, wow, we're actually really close to being done. No, we're not, Choco. Don't be dumb. All right, ramp. I need to get some more sand. Yes, the sand is definitely what I'm going to be needing more of. All right, so Doedicurus friend. Oop, you are over encumbered because you already have some sand on you. Wonderful. Alrighty. You be good now. Don't you go breaking nothing. And zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. Got some sand going all the way. Alrighty. Let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually are going to be short some cactus sap. That's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out something here. But Doedicurus, you and I are going to need to get at least a little bit more sand, buddy. I forgot how quick they are in the water. I keep on forgetting that. I don't know how I... Are you drowning? Oh my gosh, it's slowly drown. Oh, jeez. Okay. My Doedicurus is very, very slowly drowning. Let's... This is no laughing matter. Alright, how are you doing now? Oh, okay, if I sit on it, it's drowning. If it's over encumbered, it's so way down that it starts to drown. If it's not, if I'm not sitting my fat booty on top of it, then it's actually totally fine. That's kind of disheartening. Not gonna lie, man. My poor ARK guy. He's all muscles. He's all muscle. He's a muscle head. Alright, come on. And 97. Okay, let's bring you to shore here. I don't want you to accidentally drown. That would be really sad. Come on. I'm sorry, but the way the Doedicurus just speeds along in the water is absolutely hysterical. You would think it's an aquatic creature. It's just so silly looking, but whatever. That is actually... That may be one of the greatest things in ARK, just watching those things swim around. It's just like, whee! Alright. Alright, let's get some cactus sap here. Alright, Trollolitops. How you feeling? Feeling like we got this under control? Feel like you got this in you? Joke's on you, because regardless of how you feel, we're gonna do it! Alright. So let's go find some more cactus. There's actually some more wood out here. Those little tiny tree things. There are a lot of little tiny tree things here, actually. There are a lot of them! Good lord, I didn't realize how many there were. Look at that, there's a patch there, there's a patch up there. There's billions of these things. What? And by billions, I mean, like, you know, not billions, but you get what I'm saying. Alright. Time to get ourselves some cactus. Hello, cactus. Come hither, my child. Yes. Come, give me all the cactus sap that you can spare. And we will have a great time. Cactus sap, cactus sap. I'm getting all the cactus sap. And boom. Oh, you little ferrets. That's alright. You working hard. You deserve it. You deserve it, Morellatops. You deserve it. Alright, let's see here. Wait up. And let's go ahead. Guess we'll hold on to the narco berries as is tradition. Drop the rest out of that filter. And yeah, we're doing okay. Alright, some extra things of cactus sap there. I forget, do I get cactus sap from this? I do. I get a lot of cactus sap from these things. I just don't get the... I don't get the wood, is the thing. No, I got the wood too. Wait, why did I think that I could... For some reason, I feel like we didn't get wood before. Or I'm just losing... I don't know. I'm just losing it, guys. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. My life's a lie. I don't know what's happening. Alright, let's go ahead, jettison all that stuff. Jettison the seeds. Alright. Let's get home. Our triumphant return. Triumphant return. And... yeah. Trollolitops, follow me. I am... You do not have the stamina, but for whatever reason, whenever I am not on your back, you are very much stamina. Blessed. Alright. Cactus sap. 1,010 cactus sap. Yes, one may say that might be enough. I do believe that could be that could stand a fair chance in being enough of the cactus sap that we need. I think we have a fairly good shot at this now. All right, there's another 800, easy 800 boys. And may I transfer all these cactus saps into there, and then let's go ahead and get ourselves some wood. We have some wood on here, actually, and we have some wood on Trollolitops. So actually, we don't even need to move the wood, to be honest. Alright, and then I suppose that just leaves a couple of things here and there. I need to make the ramps themselves. So, ramp. I am needing the wood for the time being. Let's take it off Trollolitops first, because Trollolitops isn't supposed to be gathering wood in the first place. So, let's go ahead, abscond some wood from you. let's get this in. Whoop. All right. And voila. All right, Ramperino, come hither. There are 2 ramps with my name on it. And alrighty. Yeah, that's acceptable, I think. I think that's okay. Yeah. Admittedly, it's kind of strange, but I think that'll be all right. An alternative, I guess, would be if I wanted to like make this wall kind of come in here and then have this like as a receiving area. But I don't think that's gonna look very good at the end of the day with all the other stuff that we have to do. So we'll leave it be as is. All right, so we have. Let's see here. What are we thinking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So we have 14 ceilings that we're gonna be needing. 14 ceilings. Wow, I am going to be needing a lot of stuff. Okay, I think we'll be okay. I think we actually might be all right. We're definitely need more clay. I'm pretty sure we're gonna need more clay, but we're getting well along the way here. So I think we'll be pleasantly surprised by how much we can get done right here, right now. All right, so we're gonna go ahead just cover this whole operation up. I'm gonna go ahead, go up top, see what this looks like, because I actually have no idea what it's gonna look like from the top view. Because this should be at a different height, is the thing. Yeah, see how this one's kind of sticking out, kind of weirdly. Actually, maybe. Are you actually like working? Hold on. Ooh! Wait, hold on. Hold on. Did I really get house effect from that? Really, game? That count? Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna ask questions. I'm not gonna ask questions. We're just gonna go with it. All right, so we. Okay, My only concern about this is I think that's going to mess with our power thing, but that in and of itself might look kind of cool, seeing like the little power junctions kind of sticking out. I think that actually could look okay. So I'm going to go ahead and give that the okay. And let's just do it this way. Oh, this is going to be so cool. All right, hold on. Yeah, I kind of like the way that looks, where it's like sunken. I like it. Okay, so we can make this work. We can definitely work with this. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of like, what's happening? But it's actually shaping up to be okay. All right, let's see here, and let's go ahead, go up. I guess this is really convenient to have the stairway accessible right there. I mean, to be fair, right? All right, can I? Nope. Behave, game. Yes. Yes. Nope, down. Yes. Alright, cool beanerinos. And so we just have 8 more to go, 8 more ceilings to go, and we'll be done with the building part of it. And actually, you know what? We don't even need to do a full one of those. I have no idea what this will do. To be completely honest, I don't even really know how that would work. A giant adobe trapdoor can be used with a gateway to keep most dinosaurs in and out. That's not what I want. Secure hatches. I think this is what I want. I think. I don't actually know. Let's look at what our adobe things are. Adobe. So, besides the sloped roofs and stuff, I'm not even going to worry about those. Adobe ladder. I'd be down to learn an adobe ladder just to see what that looks like. And I guess an adobe hatch frame is what I would be looking for. give this a try. Again, we've never done this before, so I'm not entirely sure how this will go, but I mean, no time like the present to learn, I suppose. Alright, down we go. Because this is really supposed to be a learning experience thing, right? Because I don't know too terribly much about Scorched Earth, so this is a good learning opportunity for me. But regardless, let's get this part going and kind of sorted before we get anything else underway. I need wood. I need wood. I need a pseudo-woodo. Come here. Come here, little ones. I need more wood. Do you have any more wood on you? Or did I... Yeah, you do not have any more wood. But you do. Alrighty. And I am over encumbered. I'm over encumbered. Alright. Let's see here. And... we can do it. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Actually, I should be doing it from the top. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Come on. Come on. Just gotta make my way. I am on my way. I can go the distance. I'll be there someday. If I can be strong, I know every ceiling will be worth the feeling, where I'll be flooded with happiness and a sense of fulfillment for my life. That's totally the way that song goes. Alright. There we go. 4. I would go most anywhere to put the ceilings where they belong. Bum, 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 ceilings here. And I have nothing to fear. Alright, so we have 2 more to go. And then we also need to make the hatch itself. But we're actually pretty close. We're on the home stretch here. Okie dokie, smoky. So there is one thing, though, that is obviously we're lacking, which is we are going to be needing a little bit more of the clay. So let me go ahead, drop in these narco berries here. Make some more rugs, because, you know, that's pretty much 90% of what we do in ARK is make rugs. Let's go ahead and take the sand out of there. Throw some sand into the mix. And let's go ahead and take a good bit of cactus sap out. We don't need necessarily the full shebang, but we do want some. And let's go ahead. Now, how did this happen? We have like a weird number of clay. I don't really know how that happened, but regardless, I guess that's not really a terribly important thing. Let's go get some sand. Let's load it up. Alright, Odicarus, how are we doing? You have like nothing on your inventory? Let's go up to this big rock and let's show him who's boss. Let's give him what for. Alright, smack-a-doodle, smack-a-doodle. Can you reach? Yes, you can. Because you're a handsome little Dodicarus, aren't you? You're the most handsome Dodicarus that's ever lived. Alright, let's go put this away. And I think... 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just needing a little itty bitty bit more. So I should be running back with another 400. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't think we actually needed 400, but that's what we've been doing so far, so we'll keep that up just in case. In case I somehow manage to screw that up in my head. Alright, and then throw all that into there. Very good. Take some cactus sap. Sure, that one will do. And then we will go ahead, fill in the odds and ends that are missing. 2, 4, 6. And I am a little bit short. That's okay, though. Alrighty. And then we have we're gonna kind of always now be sitting on some kind of weird number of things. So just the way we did that, but that's all right. Okay, so we have 2 more ceilings. I need more wood. All right, let's go get more wood real quick. 2 more ceilings, please. I took far too much. Okay. I should not be carrying this much sand on me. Let's go ahead and drop the sand off. Okay, sand, 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 cactus sap. We'll hold on to the clay, and obviously we need to hold on to wood, so that's not negotiable. All right, let's go ahead, pick this back up, and let's go put down the last little bits here. So I think the way it works is a hatch frame does work well with both the hatch and a ladder. I think that's like the entire point of the thing, but I could be wrong. I am going to be honest. I have not dealt with hatch frames a whole ton, so I could be incorrect about that. So let me go ahead, put these ceilings in, and this right here is going to be our access point into the whole structure. And of course, if I need to, I can just run across and just go by way of the ramp, where I can just be like, and then just run over, and then just boom, done. We're inside the next part of the structure, which is exactly what we were hoping for, so that's perfect. I need clay. So let me go ahead, grab 200 clay. That should do it, I think, right? That surely would be enough for this last bit here. Alright, so I need a hatch frame. Did I learn how to make the hatch? Surely I learned how to make the hatch. Did I not? Hold on. Wait a second. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Nobody move. Oh, yeah, I did. It's called a trapdoor, though. Okay, trapdoor. And then I'm also going to need to learn some ladders. And I can make oh so many ladders. You wouldn't even believe the number of ladders I can make. Alrighty, so we got ourselves an Adobe this thingy, and Adobe this thingy, and Adobe Photoshop. Alright, perfect. So now we got that in place. Let's go ahead, put that there. Now, how exactly is this going to work? So like that, and then I think like so. Then I can just do this. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, yay, okay, cool, that does work. All right, cool. So that is all good and dandy, and I can just kind of go up and down the ladder as I please. I am really close to the edge here, so obviously I'm kind of a little bit at risk of falling off and stuff, so you know what, let's... Yeah, you know what, I'm down. Alright, so you know what we're going to do? I'm going to make a little bit of a wall structure here. It's not going to be too big or anything like that, but I think I'm just going to make... Do I want to make a wall structure here? No, you know what I can do? I can do you one better. Alright, so let's go ahead and get Adobe. Oh, God. Actually, no. I was going to say, we could put the rails. We can do these things. But then I thought to myself, if I do that, then that means I gotta do it everywhere. And that's whenever I was just like, no, I don't really feel like doing it everywhere. So we're gonna go ahead and leave that as is. I mean, in truth, I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. I really don't think it's gonna be that big of a problem. So, cool beanerinos, but this area is very much homely, very, very good. It's actually quite roomy. I'm surprised. It's actually quite roomy. I can go ahead and close that up. Oh, I get the home effect in here too. It's actually pretty generous which area we get home in. That's insane. Alright, but yeah. All in all, pretty good stuff. Now, there is one last thing. One last thing before we can go ahead and say, hey, you know what? This is something that is going over well. And that is, I need, well, number one, before I get too carried away with myself being like, I can do anything now. I need to put some oil into here, and I need to take some of that hide, and we need some more oil, crystalline oil. Perfect. And go ahead and take all that oil right there, and then we're gonna light this sucker up, get that oil into there, and then also level up our health, because why not? And we should get some gasoline, because I'm going to need some gasoline in order to make our fabricator work, and I want to make at least one wind turbine. I don't care if I screw up the placement, but I want to see how it works. I don't know. I've never dealt with a wind turbine before. That's not something that was in the original ARK, so I don't know what this is. So I need 20 cementing paste, 25 electronics, and 75 metal ingots. So quite a bit of metal ingots are required here. Excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and need some electronics. I need 25, so I need 25 of the metal ingots for right now. I believe 75 of those silica pearls. So let me go ahead and reach into my bag of goodies, get some. Actually, you know what? No, forget that. Here, just reach in the bag of goodies. Okay, so we got ourselves all that pearl back, and let me go ahead. We'll grab the gasoline while we're over here as well. All right, we'll go ahead, grab this metal stuff, and throw that into there, throw in some metal, turn this on. Oh my goodness, is that not a sound that I've missed? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, I know we could just look at the numbers and be like, we can do math, but I really didn't want to do that. Alright, cool. So that fabricator is on and running. We need 75 metal now, which, by the Zeus's of beards, that made no sense, but by Zeus's beard, we do have 75 metal ingots, so very, very good. And with the electronics coming, so I think, we need 20 cementing paste. That is the other odds and ends that we need. All right, so we need 20 cementing paste. Do I have? I have 3 cementing paste. That's kind of like the number 20, right? Wow. Okay. I need a lot of stone. All right. We need stone. We need stone very, very badly. Dodicarus. Well, art thou? Wait. Like legitimately, where art thou? Okay, there you are. I swear, I do still have my sense of sight. It's just that I don't always know how to use my sense of sight. Oh, Lord. Too heavy. Let's just do 200 stone. That's going to have to just do for now. Alright. Go ahead. Zip on over to here. Get this put down. Not into there. Alright, it's 200 stone. 11. A measly 11. Cry every time. Alright. We need a little bit more. Get some more stone. Another 200 will do the trick. And now we did see that there was something called an oil well, which I'm assuming is like something that automatically generates a large amount of oil for you. That would be amazing, because I don't have like a Dunkleo or whatever to go harvest oil from the sea bottom. I don't have a sea bottom to do that with anyhow, but you know, you get the point. So that would not be an unwelcome thing, so we should also probably look into that. I am freezing my buttocks off. You look at my buttocks and you're just like, wow, that's probably not going to stay attached to them very long because they'll be frozen. And you would be absolutely correct. But let's go ahead. Let's go find ourselves an oil bug and acquaint ourselves with the whole chitin aspect of that fine critter. Because I would like to get some more chitin, and I would also like some more oil. So let's see here. Any... I do see it. Do you see it? Because I see it. Alrighty. And some free oil. Sorry, friend. And ideally, I do see that one flying over there. I'd like to go back with at least 100 plus, which is not that much, considering, again, the rates, but this should be doable. I just need to find 3 of these jug bugs. They don't even have to be oil jug bugs. I would like for them to be oil jug bugs, but they don't have to be by any means. So we can kind of make do with whatever we got. Well, that thing is gone. That thing is leaving and far away. But I got some silica pearls out of the whole thing. Not too bad. Are you landing anytime soon, or are you flying 5 ever? I think it might be just flying 5 ever. No, I think it's landing. You're about to make a grave mistake, little bug friend. Alright, there it goes. Take the oil. These poor things, they're just like, why? You don't even have to kill me to get oil. I'm just like, yeah, but for your chitin though, I hate to break it to you, friend, but I do need to do that for your oil. And I think I spy a thorny dragon. I do indeed spy a thorny dragon. Let's see what level you are, though, thorny dragon. 76, that's actually not too bad. It's not too shabby for a thorny dragon, but not quite high enough for me to want to tame it. I think I saw a bug fly by. Did I? Did I see a red bug fly by? Right here to my left. Or is that just me being crazy? I think I might have just lost my mind a little bit. Yep, no dice. Alright. Just want to see. Where is our little bugful friends? What are they? Aha! Hello. These poor things, they've done absolutely nothing wrong to me. And yet, here we are. Just absolutely just on a riot with them. I'm so bad. I'm a terrible person right now. Alright. Oil has been acquired. A good number of pearls coming back home, too, which is... I mean, hey, I ain't gonna complain. Alright, so pearls acquired. Got ourselves a good bit of chitin to boot. Not a whole ton, but we have a fair shake of chitin, which is good. And speak of the devil. Chitin indeed. No! Ah! Got him. Alright, and then grab the oil. Harvest the chitin. Also get a little bit of raw meat out of the whole deal. Not too bad. I don't think I really need too many pearls, though. They're so abundant in this. It's kind of ridiculous how abundant they are. So I'm just going to go ahead and collect a little bit here and there, but I'm not going to stress out too much. And I can see that glow from here. Wow. That's insane. But upside about the way our base is set up, it means that if I do these giant, like, Argentavis things, since there's not, like, a whole bunch of different floors and stuff, and it's a relatively open concept, I can just move materials really quickly by, or at least I should be able to. I don't really see why I wouldn't be able to, so let me go ahead, transfer all the pearls, and then structures, electrical, and I just need the cementing paste now, so I will leave that on. I know it's kind of a waste to leave it on, but it should be fine and dandy. Let me go ahead, put in some more of the chitin. Alright, there's a healthy batch. And then let's go ahead, reorganize this a little bit here, and that should help alleviate some of our storage issue. Alright, 14 more cementing paste. I just need 17 because I have 3 in here. Or was it 25? I think it was 20. Alright, so let me go ahead. One more cementing paste. Come on! And there we are. Okay, cool. So we have 17 cementing paste in addition to the 3 that we already have and blah, blah, blah. So that should square us away. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Boop. 1 wind turbine. Let's see how this goes. Now, I don't know how the placement of the thing will work. I'd assume that that is like an actual part of this whole thing. Is that like how much wind it's exposed to could potentially be a thing. But I personally don't know how that would work. So I guess we'll just let them run like on the roof. Honestly. That probably is the way that we should have them run. I guess I could have them facing so it's like they're all out here and stuff, but I don't think that's a good idea. Alright, so let me go ahead. I'm just going to put one down. Holy dang! This thing is huge! Are you kidding? Okay, this thing is gigantic. I thought this was going to be way smaller. I thought we were talking like pinwheels here. We're talking like an actual turbine. Okay. Well then. I suppose... Okay, well, you could actually put this on just, like, solid ground. So I guess I could just put this on the outside of the building. Something really against that. Well, I mean, it would stand to reason that you would want to put the turbine on the roof of your building, right? You don't want the building to interfere with how much wind it's getting. So, we'll see. All right, let's go ahead and just plop it onto the roof somewhere. I just have to find a spot that I'm pretty content with for putting this thing on. I'd say like right here would be fine. My main concern right now is it's going to be placed not so it's covered, if that makes sense. But here, maybe I'll do it this way. No, but then I can't get across. All right. All right. Maybe if I like do it this way. Oh crap. Okay. Wait, this is not out of... Okay, you know what, game? I'm getting real sick and tired of your crap. How is the other way out of placement range, but this is okay? I don't get it. I don't understand. I truly am mystified by the magical things that the game does, and I don't get it. Alright. We'll face the turbine this way. I'm just gonna YOLO it. Let's just do it. Alright. That looks good to me. I'm fairly sure it's not going to be straight and parallel, but that's fine. That was actually a really good placement. I really hope that has, like, wind power going to it. I'm going to be pretty sad if it doesn't. Alright, let's go ahead and climb up. Hold for options. I do not wish to demolish my wind turbine. So, is this generating power for me right now? Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Nobody move. Alright, let's see here. Structures, electrical. Let's make some straight cable, I guess. I'm going to need 3 electronics and 15 wood? I need wood for this? I don't know why, but that like really just shocked me, just my core. I was, what? Alright, I need 3 electronics. Alright, 3 electronics. There we go, electrical, and then let's make a little junction box here. Let's see. Do we have power? Is that all it takes? If so, that's actually dope. And I am 100% down, but I am not 100% convinced. It works! Oh! That's a spyglass. Oh my goodness gracious. So is that self-sufficient then? And I don't even see the wire down here. I mean, I'm going to see this little power box eventually, but that's amazing. Okay, hold on. Wait. Electrical, let's just make 5 of these bad boys. This could be amazing. This could be absolutely astounding. Alright, 4 and then 5. Alright. I think I do have to look at the top, though, because it's really hard to see this thing. It's, like, stupidly hard to see this thing, actually. Alright, so... I think I already have a cable there, but you can't tell. Alright, so that's clearly snapping onto something. That's snapping onto something. That's snapping on. And then this is going to leave a little bit of power, and I like that. I actually want that to be the case. Alright, so there we have power kind of stretching all the way through. And so now, I have a little power line feeding all the way through over to here. And that means I can just put like all my electrical gizmos over here. And all I need to do is put one junction box. Just like that. Oh, that looks so dope! And I can even put electrical things up here on the top, too. This is amazing! This is actually incredible. So, and since the game isn't like, there's not like a whole thing about the volume of electricity traveling through, I don't think it exists anyways, that this should power an entire base. We're done. The electricity is running through it. I think we're actually literally done with electricity. That's all we needed to do. That's insane. That is actually crazy, 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 crazy. Look at that. Because like we have, wow, I can't get over that. Because like remember, the old way we had to do this, we had to put the generator down. We always had to refill it with gasoline, stuff like that. And it wasn't ever really a big problem, right? Like it was always like, oh yeah, you know, one gasoline lasts like 5 ever. And since we're on a single player world, especially so. But this thing is literally, it's really big. The footprint's really, really large for this. But that's not bad at all. That's actually quite a good deal. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look at what this project looks like so far. Because for something that I didn't intend to go super hamtaro on, I think it's actually coming together quite nicely. That looks like a legitimately good seeming base. Like, I think it looks pretty nice. I think that looks actually pretty darn good. I think that looks pretty nice. Let's hold on. I want to fly around. I want to admire my work. Like, look at that. That looks hype. I think that looks hype. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section down below. Chat, also feel free to let me know your thoughts and feelings about this too, because I would love to know what you guys are thinking about this right now. But I personally am quite stoked. I think this looks absolutely awesome. And then once we build those tower ovens, oh, that's gonna be so cool. All right, well, yeah, I'm down. I'm down. I do know that there are people saying some stuff, but like these things are susceptible to like, I think like the thunderstorms. I call them thunderstorms. Apparently they're like electrical storms. They're a little bit different. They short out all your electric things, but honestly speaking, we don't really worry about that too much. I think that the biggest deal about that would be if you PvP'd and like your turret systems went offline, but we don't worry about it that way. So either way, really cool stuff. I am stoked for it. I'm going to go ahead, call it there for today. We did some good work. We have running power. We have a fabricator, and I should probably shut this off before we waste more gasoline. But we have a running fabricator. We have that. The only things that we need gasoline for then, since we don't need for the power generator, is the industrial grill. Does the chemistry bench need gasoline? I think it actually might need gasoline. Does it need gasoline? Or I think maybe it just needs electricity. I can't remember now. I can't. Man, I don't remember if it requires. I know we had to build the electrical generator when we made the one on Dexter. I can't remember for the life of me. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But I'm pretty sure it's just going to be gasoline for the big ol' forge thing, this thing, the grill. I can't remember if. I don't know. Alright, regardless, that is going to be it for today, guys. I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, consider leaving a like rating down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I'm going to pick up this poop right here. I'm also going to pick up the other poop if it's still there. Yes, you are. And I'm going to go ahead and put them onto our dung beetle, which is not moving, but that is a-okay by me, because I will not judge it, because it is my friend. Alright, let me go ahead and do that. We're just going to up the weight like crazy. Alrighty, cool bean arena. So that is going to be it for today, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful and safe day. I'm not entirely sure what the next thing on the agenda will be. I think we might continue building. I'm not entirely sure. We have been doing quite a bit of building episodes, so I might go and explore the Wild Blue Yonder a little bit more. But we're just not. We haven't gotten new gear, right? So that's definitely a huge thing. I am not a high enough level as of yet to pick up red beacons. I think I'm a high enough level to pick up gold, however. And gold is, of course, absolutely still a legitimate thing. I think I will wait until 70, though, just before we do, like, any Oprah episodes. So we will have to wait that out a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see what we need to get done and what we need to get going. There is a couple of things here and there that I would like to do with regards to our base. We're nowhere close to being done. Just to let you guys know, before you're like, oh, cool, we're done forever. No, but there's quite a bit that I would like to do with it, depending, of course, if time permits. Because if something pops up and I'm like, okay, by the way, new season starting, then I'll probably be hopping onto that if I get invited to it, which is also an entirely different thing. Because who knows? You have to have our fingers crossed. Be sure to let those guys know if you would like to see me in a different series with those guys if they do another one. But yeah, we'll see how that all goes down. But should be pretty good. I'm actually gonna get this in Kylo to get that metal before I forget about it. Where did I see that metal? I saw a metal node somewhere. Oh metal node, I know I saw you somewhere. Oh metal node, I will mine you. Ah, there it is. It's on the other side of the river. All right, come on. And aha! Quickly! You must swim? You went how to swim? Oh dear lord, that's so loud. It says, I don't think the environmental noises are too loud. It complains about the environmental noise. Good job, Jogo. Good jorb. Good jorb indeed. Alright, let's see here. Metal node, I'm coming for you. Splash sounds and all, I'm coming for you. Nope, that's not what I want to do. That's okay though. Alright. 234. Is that really all you got? Okay, no, you got 460 worth, so you got 2 swings worth. That's okay. That's alright. That's okay. And I was like, there's another metal node here, and no, it's just a little turn of the rock. All right, cool. But either way, that's gonna be it, guys. Take a wonderful safe day. Yes, take one. Just go out there and grab one by the ears. I want to go now before I hurt my brain anymore. Bye.